5-star shout out.
I'm not gonna say it because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in. You can't make a. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, we are here. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Side Jawn. Good morning, everybody. I'm happy to be here. That's what I'm going to say. I'm here with my co-host, the Chocolate Girl.
Good morning, everybody. Chocolate Girl is here. Glad to be here on Saturday, my favorite day of the week. What's up, Dennis? Good to see you, man.
Not much. I'm enjoying myself, having a good time. You know, it's 2 days before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have too many problems. Everything out the way. So, but it's definitely great to see you. I want to ask you, how was your week?
I've had a good week. Yeah, I have nothing to complain about. It's a good week. I'm just glad to be here and be seen.
That's good.
How about you? How's your week been?
My week's been good as well. Definitely been good. It's the last week of work. I don't see those kids until the new year, so I think it's January the 3rd. That's when I go see them kids. Y'all know my motto about the kids. FTK. But the kid, honestly, you know what? I say that jokingly. I say that jokingly, but to those privileged kids, I mean that. Now, ain't nobody doing no extra for you because your parents that got you all extra privilege and all that. Nobody doing all that. But to the kids, you know, to 90% of the kids out there, I ain't got no problem with.
No, me either.
It's the ones that parents got them extra privilege. You know, kids wake up in the morning, they ask them what they want to eat. Shit. Days up. You either gonna eat the cereal that you gonna make. All right. Or you gonna have to wait until I feel like cooking something. Either way. And whatever I cook, you eat.
You eat, and it's like when the kitchen is closed, it's closed.
Exactly.
You can't even go in there and fix something yourself. No, that's how.
Not even a sandwich.
Nope. I used to tell my son, kitchen closed. Kitchen is closed. You can't go in and you gotta wait till tomorrow. You want to get some water? You can get some water. That's it. Going back to sleep.
Yeah, that's exactly how it be. Like I said, a lot of privileged kids out there, and to the parents out there, you know, you gotta remember, other people. It takes a village to raise these kids. Other people have to come around and see your kids. You can't just be springing all this on other people, because that's how you learn that you don't like stuff when you're younger. You know what I mean? Like I woke up one morning for breakfast. I mean, they had grits, scrapple, and home fries. Realized I ain't like scrapple.
Scrapple is nasty.
Realized I'm not a fan of scrapple at all. You can keep that damn scrapple. I don't want nothing to do with
it. I don't blame you. I don't like it either.
There's a couple of things I just had to realize about those things. Yeah. That was all I had on that. Now, we're going to talk about this new media. You know, people have been saying it for years, new media. We are a part of this new media. But I think it's levels to this new media, me personally. That's how I feel. I feel there's levels to this new media.
How is that?
Explain that. Well, you got to a point that people will just get on the internet and say anything, You got some people who are actually out here trying to practice and put themselves in position to be part of the old media. And then you got some people that just want to do things their way. They don't like the way old media was doing it. They got connections too. They just want to do things their way. They want to build their own, their own network and do things their way. Now I'm kind of a tweener. I'm kind of a want to be on the old media, but I also want to get a network and do it that way. I'm kind of a tweener. But I damn sure ain't gonna get on here and just say anything.
Okay.
That's how I feel on that. Now, how do you feel about the new media?
I feel like there's no such thing. First of all, people need to understand there's a difference between media and journalists. There's journalists, there's media personnel. Journalists is a subset of media. Media can include a whole lot of different entities. But if you want to be a journalist, you have to be a journalist. And content creators are not tend not to be journalists. They're just out there to put out content to make you click on it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have any problem with it. But don't call yourself new media. You're not new media. You're a content creator. That's what you are. There's nothing wrong with that. So to me, there's not anything new about it, in my opinion.
Okay.
The media is the media. Journalists are journalists. There's training for that. And even though some content creators don't like to hear me say this, but anyone can be a content creator. The reason why I say anyone is because it's not that hard to start being a content creator. Now, are you going to be good at it? No, everybody's not going to be good at it. Everybody's not good at journalism either. But it's easier to start. You can start with a phone, just a phone. You don't even really have to do a whole lot more than that. You can just start with a phone. You can't go be a journalist with just a phone or just a pad and a pencil. You got to do, it takes more than that. It just doesn't happen that way. And
I agree with you.
It's not disrespectful to say that. I'm not disrespecting anyone on either side. Being a part of what people are calling the old media, people may think I'm being sensitive or I'm, being defensive. No, I'm not. I'm just calling it is what it is. It does take training to do what we do. You can't just do it. You just can't hop up one day and decide that you're going to do it. It just doesn't work that way.
You can hop up one day and say you want to be a journalist and go to school for it. You can do that.
Yeah, but you got to go to school for it. You got to go. You got to get some type of training for it. You can't. What I'm saying is you can't just up and decide to do it and be it. That's what I mean. It doesn't make you it. It's because you decide to be it. And just like you were saying, I think you said something like people are out here just doing things because they want to do it their own way. It goes beyond that. Right. It's not that they just want to do it their own way. They don't want to answer to anyone. They don't want to answer to anyone. They want to be able to say and do whatever it is they want to do without repercussion. So that's why they do it. I'm not saying it's wrong or right. I'm just calling it what it is. I hear it across many, many, many podcasts. Oh, well, on his show, he can't say that. But on his podcast, he can say what he wants. I find that to be very interesting. No, it's not. It's called being a professional.
Right.
You can't go on media airwaves and just say whatever you want to say, no matter who you offend, without fact checking and doing all that. You cannot do that. I was talking to you before the show. Stephen A. Smith likes to always talk about the tenets of journalism. That's a real thing. He's not making that up. And there's a reason why freedom of the press is one of the tenets of the founding of this country. There's a reason for that. The press is not new media.
No, I didn't think that anyway. But a lot of people don't like what they hear from the press. That's what that is. Me personally, I like the press. I like journalists. You know, as you know, we are good friends with the Michael Cole, who is a journalist who was out there doing his thing in Memphis. Shout out to him. And you know, I have no problem seeing things from a journalist perspective and then going back and saying, well, you know, I got this from this source and I got that from that source, or having a phone call and a conversation with them. Have no problem with none of that.
Mm-hmm.
I let the journalist be the journalist. I'm not a journalist. I'm not sitting there writing an article. I'm not doing it. I can report on it. I can tell you what I saw. I could do that, just like you could tell me what you saw. And if I get an inside track, maybe I would get a media pass. I get inside and I get to see what's going on to lead up to those things. I can also report on that if I'm allowed to. But at this present moment, I don't have that information. So I am a broadcaster.
Right. And that's what you do. And there's nothing wrong with it. As long as you understand who you are and what you are and say what you are and not try to put yourself off as something that you're not, I don't have an issue with it.
Exactly.
That's whatever you exactly are. But just know your lane.
Right. There's some people out there that feel as though that they're bigger than the purpose. Like, I'm gonna tell you one thing that I'm noticing about the new media and where it's going. I like the fact that the people that we haven't seen on TV, you know, they're like lost it like a Mark Jackson, for example. The way they treat Mark Jackson nowadays is fucking disgusting. It's disgusting. But Mark Jackson, on the other hand, has partnered with Cameron, and now he'll have his own show.
Right.
That's the difference. But Cameron wanted him so bad that he took a private jet with $250,000 in cash and took it to Mark Jackson and said, listen, we want you on the show. But Mark Jackson said, I ain't taking that cash. He said, I ain't taking that bag. You take that bag back with you. I ain't taking that bag. But they got everything together and they partnered, and it's pretty good that we get to see a Mark Jackson on TV. Well, through our, you know,
streaming
YouTube
platform
or whatever, streaming platforms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, his voice is needed, especially in the game of basketball. I hope he's going to be talking about the NBA. I really hope so. I hope that's what his show is about. Yeah. Because his voice is needed. Just like I've been telling you, I say to you at least once a week, Jalen Rose's voice is missed in the NBA.
I think he's next.
He ought to be next. He should be starting his own. I don't even understand that. He has.
I think he's next. I think I really believe Shannon Sharp is going to get a hold of him. I think right now he's probably just taking a break. You know, taking a break, getting the time off.
He's been through a lot, Dennis. He's been through a lot.
Right.
A lot. See, there's some things behind the scenes that's not public that I got wind of, and he's been through a lot.
But I also believe that Shannon Sharp is going to get a hold of him, because Shannon Sharp with this nightcap show has really taken the NFL Network and NBA on TNT and put them together with this nightcap show.
Let me tell you,
this nightcap show off the hook.
Let me tell you, they have 500,000 subscribers already
in 4 months. Yeah,
that nightcap is fire. But I'm sorry. Anytime you get Ocho Cinco anywhere is fire anywhere. I've said this before.
Right.
Ocho Cinco brings fire to your program, period. Even more so than Shannon Sharp does, in my opinion. But, you know,
but the connection with them. And then they brought Coach Prime on. Oh my God.
Oh, did you see that episode?
Oh
I haven't
my
seen
God.
it yet.
I had to cut it off because I had to go to sleep. I had to watch it the next day. I had to cut it off. They had me laughing too much.
I haven't seen the whole episode. I just saw a clip. I
They was
saw a
in there.
clip of
They
him
was
telling
cutting.
them how nasty they are, because they are nasty.
Man, talking about something. Oh yeah, when it was like you let him on the fart on the fart. He was like,
Yeah, I don't know
no.
why I talk about that.
Yeah.
Nah,
They are hilarious.
we can't talk about that. But anyway, yeah. So the media, the media is the media. Journalists are journalists. Reporters are reporters. People just need to keep all the players straight. And stop bashing the media for being who the media is. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand the vitriol. I don't understand, like, for instance, Dreamers Pro. He is always talking about ESPN and FS1 and the people that work there and how they can't say what they want to say. That's nothing new. They're on network TV. That's the way it's supposed to be. Network TV insist on you being a professional. But see, when you own your own podcast, you can be as unprofessional as you want to be, and that's fine. But you can't knock the people who's being made to be professional. That's like being a homeschooler and then knocking the public school, saying, "Oh well, you just a public school teacher. I'm a homeschooler. I'm better because I'm homeschooler and I can teach them how I want when I want." That doesn't negate public school system.
Sure don't.
What are we talking about here? Yeah, BJ, that Club Shay Shay with Kirk Franklin was fire. It was very intense. Very intense. It took me a while to watch the whole thing. It was very intense. But I like Shannon Sharp, for a lot of reasons. But there are some things about him that don't quite sit well with me. But that's a conversation for another day. But as far as media, like I said, I'm proud to be a part of media, journalists, press. I'm proud to be a part of that.
That's good. That's good.
I'm also proud to be a podcaster. I'm proud to be a content creator.
Right.
I create this content with you every week. Talk Your Ish Tuesday on Tuesdays. Then I'm my own. Did you hear what Chocolate said? I'm proud of it. I'm in my 3rd season.
That's right.
And I'm proud of it. But yeah, I don't understand the vitriol.
Now let's get to the part where I feel as though it goes too far. When they start accusing people of things just because they said it. Like, for example, Cameron and Mace got a show and they on 5 days a week, so they gonna talk sports, but then from time to time they gonna venture off to some old, give some old stories about some things that they done back when they was younger. So Cameron referenced the time where Mace and Cameron was, having sex with this girl at the whorehouse, is what they said. And next thing you know, it ends up on the Joe Budden show. Now, Joe Buttons are reporting about Mason Cameron having sex with this girl at the whorehouse. And the one woman that's on the Joe Budden show, Melissa Ford, says, "Oh, well, was there underage girls there?" That's what I mean, whereas that you cannot say just anything.
Just anything, right.
Because it ain't like it got to go through the court of law. It just got to be said. And you can be dismissed just like that.
Yeah.
That's it. Nobody got to have proof. You don't even have to have the girl. All you got to do is just say it.
Just say it.
And you're done.
And it's believed forever.
And you can't tell nobody nothing different.
No.
Mind you, when they was at the whorehouse, they was 16 years old. That's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah.
She didn't know it either. She just came out of nowhere telling some, "Oh, was the underage girls there?" They was underage.
Did that come out in the show when they were talking to her? Talking to Melissa Ford?
No, she didn't know that.
Okay.
She just came out and just said what she said. She didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I've watched about 3 of their shows all the way through and decided it's just not for me. I'm not a fan. I was never a fan of Cameron anyway, as a rap artist. I like Mace, but this public airing of his disagreements with Diddy, I didn't like it. I never liked it. I don't like people who have disagreements to put their dirty laundry out in the public like that. I don't like it. And I don't care who it is. And it doesn't matter to me who started with the public stuff. Don't do it. Like Stephen A. Smith always says, we don't need to know that. It's none of our business.
We don't need
to know all that.
That's the way I feel about it. Like, we really don't need to know it. Like,
no, we don't. Just for instance, he was talking about Cardi B. Cardi B went on X, formerly known as Twitter, and she was or Instagram One, and she was venting about what's his name? Say his name. Offset. Is that his name? I can't remember who she married to. Which one of them Migos? But anyway, so she's talking about him because I guess they broke up or whatever. We don't need to know all this background stuff. It's none of our business.
Well, I mean, that's on Cardi B though.
Yes, it is. That's what I'm saying.
That's on Cardi B. Yeah, she wanted to, and it's crazy though, Sharon, but that's how we got to know Cardi B.
Yes, I know.
That's how she, and so usually you going old habits die hard. I tell you that a lot. Old habits die hard. If that's how you've been doing it, this is what you're going to do.
Well, you revert back to it easily, especially when you're upset. You just go right back to the same old way. You know, and the thing is, she's been respected for her music. People who love her, right? I'm not a fan because I feel like I don't like the way her voice sounds for me. It's just not. Her tracks are good, but she don't make the tracks. That's not her. That's whoever the producer is, or whatever. But her tracks are dope. I'm just not that big of a fan of hers. But regardless of fandom, wrong is wrong and right is right. And I feel like airing all that to us is inappropriate.
I feel you.
It's like if you and I fell out, I'm not gonna go on social media talking about Dennis crazy ass. I can't stand that mug. I'm not gonna do that.
No. And we fall out, we just fell out. I mean, you see me had a falling out. You see me had a falling out before.
Yeah, well.
You see how that went.
Yeah, well, we won't talk about that because I've seen several people in our circles fall out, and it's never been cute. No. And nobody's handling it the way that I think it should be handled, but that's just my opinion. So I can't, can't blame other people. People handle it the way that they best know how, but airing the dirty laundry to me is never the way to go because it's nobody's business but y'all's.
DJ talking smack. Anyway, yeah, airing dirty laundry ain't gonna save you at all for nothing.
Hey, Lisa J in the building.
But again, this ain't the first time Offset did something either. He did something with her before, right? And he had to crawl his way back.
Right.
He popping up at her performances and giving flowers and telling how much he's sorry. This ain't the first time.
What's up, John? John Collier in the building.
Yeah. JC, what up, man? Yeah. So on to the P. Diddy situation. How you feel about the P. Diddy situation?
Well, I finally took time to actually find out what Cassie charged him with. And so I just found some videos on YouTube and just played one after the other, kind of in the background while I was going about my daily life, just so I can kind of get some information as what people are saying about it and why people are just all up in arms and trying to cancel him. I just didn't understand it. And the things that people are talking about are, besides Cassie, is him being with all these men. And I'm like, first of all, it's not illegal. So why y'all talking about it? Why is that a problem? I don't get that. That's first. Second, none of us were there in their relationship, him and Cassie. We weren't there. We can only go by what she's saying and what he's saying. We're not in it. My thing is, why are so many people quick to believe her first time they heard it out the gate? No fact checking, nothing. Just heard it. It's true. It's P. Diddy. He did it. I'm canceling him. That's it. And then they believed it hook, line, and sinker right away. And they're giddy about it. So here's what I mean by giddy. If you go and you read some of the comments below a P. Diddy article posted on any social media anywhere, the comments, I'm looking at the comments. These people are just, I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting. That's the thing. I've been waiting. I've been knowing this. It's about time. He's being made to pay. I even listened to a video where somebody was running down all the business collaborations he's lost since all this story broke this time, right? He had affiliations that I didn't even know he had with some wealthy billionaire people. He's worth $1 billion himself. People weren't talking about the fact that he's a billionaire now. You know, they're still saying million. No, he's worth $1 billion. And right. All this stuff is, all these people are pulling out. And they showed, you know, these CEOs saying, yes, we decided we're not going to do business, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, how are you deciding to do this when nobody knows what really happened? So does this mean that I can just go file a lawsuit saying that somebody did something to me? That makes it factual because I filed the lawsuit? That's the problem I'm having with all of this. Just because papers are filed doesn't mean it's factual. People lie. What did he say? What Jay-Z say? Men lie, women lie. Period.
Numbers don't.
And that is true. Every day somebody's lying. We can't possibly keep up fact checking every lie we hear in a day. But people see something they want to believe. As soon as they see it, see, I told you, see. And I'm like, hold it, pull back for a minute. How do you know this to be the case? You don't. You want to believe it. And that's the part I don't understand, especially with us. We do it to our own folk more so than anybody else. And I don't understand it. So people keep asking me, well, do you believe that he did all that? I don't know what to believe. It's not really important to my life. He's not paying my bills. Neither is she. No, neither one of them has set up a college fund for my grandson. So I really, you know, that's rich folk problems. I'm not even really concerned about that right there. Like that. Do I believe it? I don't know. I can't say I do. I can't say I don't.
I just think it just seemed like it's just too easy. You could, like you say, you could just say it. It's
Just
a
say it.
lawsuit. It's a civil suit. I'm sorry, it's a civil suit, and you'll get money for
That's a lawsuit. Civil suit is a lawsuit.
it. Yeah.
Still technically it's a lawsuit. But you know what, Dennis? You're right. That's the real issue. You can say anything. You can file a lawsuit and say anything in a lawsuit without evidence. People need to understand what a lawsuit is. You don't present your evidence in the lawsuit. It's just a filing saying this is my position and this is why I want you to prosecute this person because I'm alleging that this person has done these things. Still got to have the depositions. Still got to get a jury. Still got to have the voir dire to pick your jury. You still got to do a whole lot of things. This is just saying your side of the story. That's all it is. Doesn't mean it's proof.
Like I said, I don't like it. I don't, you know, the other part I don't like the fact that people be waiting 10, 15 years to finally say something. That's another part I don't like.
But you know what they say about that, right?
No, what do they say?
Well, they say, in this particular type of situation, victims are afraid at first to say anything because they don't think they'll be believed and they're traumatized. And most of them don't get help with the trauma. So the trauma keeps them from coming forward. Yes, even 15, 30 years later. That's what they say. This is what the experts say. So I'm just going to have to believe them because they say it, but I don't know. I haven't experienced that.
I haven't either, so I'm not going to say nothing to nobody who may have experienced it. You know, that's a sensitive subject. I'm going to leave it alone.
So I'm not going to criticize. All I'm going to say is, you know me, Dennis. If somebody does or says something to me I don't like, when do I tell you?
Immediately.
Thank you. Immediately. That's just my personality. Got it from my dad. May he rest in peace. I just believe in telling people how you feel when it's happening. Why wait later? And especially if it's something disrespectful. Oh no, you disrespecting me right here. That's not, it's not flying. So, but according to the experts, that's what happens with some victims. It's their post-traumatic stress issue, and they're afraid. They're not really sure what to do. They don't know how to react. And that could be the case. I'm not going to say it's not. It's just hard for me to put myself in that place and imagine that I would handle it that way. I'll just say it like that.
Okay. Saying that. All right. On to your Lakers, your LA Lakers. Let's get on to that. They put the banner up of their in-season tournament championship. How do you feel about your LA Lakers?
I'm just very disappointed. Right now, this has been a tough sports year for me because I'm both a Lakers fan and a Steelers fan, right? And both of my organizations are going through some things, different things, but similar things at the same time. And I've been a Steelers fan longer than I've been a Lakers fan. I'll say that. But only by about 4 or 5 years. But I love the Lakers no less than I love my Steelers. And I am just so truly disgusted by the culture I'm seeing displayed by the Lakers organization right now. I'm disgusted by it. People do not understand why some of us Laker fans don't like that banner being hung. Because before that banner, the Lakers didn't hang any banners but Larry O'Brien Trophy Championship, NBA Championship banners. That's it. They didn't hang the Western Conference Championship banner or the Division Championship banner. We didn't do that. And there's a reason for that. It's a standard. That's called a standard. And now they just put this little lame ass banner. Did you see the banner?
Mm-hmm.
It don't even look. It just doesn't even look prestigious. I'm just like, and I'm just disgusted by it. I'm even more disgusted with the fact that during this tournament, everyone was talking about how up these players were. Oh, they're motivated. I've seen some really good basketball early in the season. That was the goal set by the commissioner, why he said that he did this, because he wanted to create excitement towards the beginning of the season. And also he's trying to cut down on some of this load management. And they did the minimum game requirements for the end of season awards. They did that, but he felt like he had to go even further to add this. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's bogus. And I don't usually disagree with Adam Silver. I usually agree with the things that he does. But that play-in tournament in this in-season tournament, no, not for either one of them. It's unnecessary. It doesn't prove or add anything to the league, to the game. Not for us fans. It really doesn't. Because to us, we didn't even know. First of all, the tournament started before we even knew. Then after it started, they did surveys, Dennis. This is not Sharon making this up. But some ungodly percentage of fans didn't even understand how the doggone tournament was set up and what these wins meant and how they were determining who's playing what. They didn't know, according to the survey. So did you really do this for the fans? No, you didn't do this for us. Then the third thing is, they were motivated because they're getting $500,000. That's why. They even said it. Players is shoot. Yeah, I like a chance at $500,000 extra on top of the crazy ass salary that I'm already getting. Sure. You got $500,000 extra dollars to give them for nothing.
Yeah. So
you could have put that $500,000 into the WNBA, which needs the money.
They ain't gonna do that.
Well, apparently not, because they too busy giving it to the players.
They ain't gonna do that.
And just remember now, it's $500,000 a piece. It ain't just $500,000 for the team. It's to the player. You got 15 people on the roster. How much is that?
Players. About 7.5
million. And see, this is what I'm saying. I just the tournament was a bogus tournament. It's some made-up tournament. It's almost like a participation trophy tournament to me. That's how bogus it is. So for them to get that banner and hang it up with pride just because it was the first one, it was the first of a bogus tournament. That doesn't make it special. Not to me. And they're going to be on the wrong side of history, Dennis, because history is going to say 30 years from now, nobody is going to give a darn that the Lakers won the first in-season tournament championship. Nobody's going to care because it's not a real championship.
30, you said 30 years from now?
30 years from now. Nobody going to be thinking about that.
I don't know. I don't know. They gonna
No,
put a
they're
lot
not.
into it.
No, I know they're not going to be caring about that, Dennis, because it's not a real thing. It doesn't show. It doesn't prove anything. It's at the beginning of the season, even before you make your trades. They haven't even made it to the trade deadline yet.
Uh,
You see what I'm saying? So by the time they do their trades in the All-Star game, the team's going to look different anyway on all sides. So who cares if you won this tournament at the beginning of the freaking season before your team has been tested, battle tested, and tired? That's what makes a championship count. You done lasted 82 games and you still came out on top. And now you in the postseason and you played all these games and beat all these teams, and now you're the champion. That's something. That's worth something. This crap at the beginning of the season is nothing. That's like going to the Y and playing open gym. That's what it is. Pickup game. A very expensive pickup game. So no, I don't think anything of it. I'm really disgusted with Jeannie Buss because she's fallen for this crap that her daddy never would have bought into. We all know why this is happening. Rashawn said it best. LeBron should have never went there. And that's true.
Sounds good. I just see it on a different end. I feel as though the NBA is really pushing for this to be a real good thing.
I
The
don't
money
doubt
they
it.
put into it, the everything that they doing, yeah, is I can see next year they're gonna be in season jerseys that they're gonna be wearing because NBA get new jerseys every year. So it's gonna be in season tournament jerseys specifically, just so you know everything that's going on with the in season tournament. There's gonna be a whole layout waiting for you. This thing about to take off in a big way.
But listen, what you're saying is not different. It's not like on the opposite end of what I'm saying. I agree with you. The NBA is going to make this a big thing. But what I'm saying to you is, what is it ever going to mean if it's at the beginning of the season? And that's why I say 30 years from now, I don't care what the NBA does. Fans are not going to be looking back talking about these legendary in-season tournament games. You know how when every Tuesday when we have our Talk Your Ish Tuesday every Tuesday night at 8:00,
That's right.
and I'm on there with you and Ron and King Czar and sometimes Ian, sometimes Rashawn and some other people. And one of the fascinating things that I like about doing shows with you all is you all can remember specifics about games from years ago that I can't remember. Like you'll remember in 2008, game 4 of the semi-finals. You'll remember a specific game. Don't you remember when he scored 40, 15, and 8? And I'll look it up. Sometimes I'll be pulling it up while y'all talking, and you're right. That's fantastic to me because I can't remember stuff like that. And what I'm saying to you, nobody's going to be talking about what anybody did in this in-season tournament games because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't matter.
I feel you as a fan. I understand you, but
I went to Michigan State. Every year we get invited. Our basketball team gets invited to an invitational, like around this time of year or something. And I think it's in Hawaii or something. I can't tell you what amazing thing any of our players did in that invitational, but I can tell you when we went to the Final Four. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care what the NBA does with that tournament. They had the floor looking different this time. The court looked different. And I believe their jerseys did look different, Dennis.
No,
But
they had the same
anyway, I don't know. But I'm just saying, it's not going to be something that you're going to be sitting up on the podcast 10, 15 years ago. Do you remember that game? That game when somebody scored, blah, blah, when AD scored 40 and something in that end of season turn. Nobody's going to be talking about that.
I know only thing I do talk about is the Lakers came to play them in season tournament games. But they
Yeah,
damn
they
sure ain't
played like booty sense.
And they ain't come to play no other games. Like the first game of the season, y'all played against Denver. And AD ain't show up for that game. Y'all played against the Sixers. He ain't show up for that game. But all of them season tournament games, he showed up for all of them.
Yes.
They made sure they won all of them.
Fine. Because let me tell you why they made sure. Because your king, because he's not mine, your king feels
LeBron
that this is another thing that he has over Michael Jordan, who is the GOAT.
I said that, but I don't think he says that. But I said this is what the LeBron sexuals say.
Wait a minute, hold up, Dennis. How can you sit there with a straight face and say you don't think that he says that? This is the same guy who went on his own podcast saying, when I won that championship, I believe this made me the greatest player ever in the world ever.
Right. I believe that with that championship. I don't believe that with this in-season tournament.
You don't believe what?
I don't believe that he sits there and says this makes me better than Jordan, this in-season tournament.
Oh, yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
I will have to hear it out of his mouth.
He say that when he was standing there raising the trophy like it was the Larry O'Brien with goggles on, throwing champagne like it was the finals, and then standing there talking about it like, yeah, I'm him because I'm the MVP. Yeah, put it up. Yeah. I'm like, you don't think, given his MO, that he would be saying that? Come on now, Dennis. Come on.
I don't think that's part of his argument at all. But the LeBron sexuals, that's part of their argument.
Well, it was that same day. They said it that same day. Oh, he got his 5th championship. I'm like, that's not no champion. What the hell is wrong with these people?
They looking for anything.
Anything. They grasping at straws, Dennis. It's embarrassing.
That's the thing. Now, LeBron himself, no, I don't think that. I think him being a scoring leader, that's his conversation piece. I think
Dennis, you're wrong. Dennis, you're wrong.
But this in-season tournament,
you didn't hear about the tweet that he put up and then took down?
No.
When he said that he finally got his 5th. And then after the backlash, he took it down.
No,
he posted that. He tweets his own tweets. That's not a employee doing that. He controls his own Twitter.
That's cool.
No, so this is what I'm getting you to see. What I'm getting you to see, Dennis, is you're wrong about this. I don't see how you can think this when this man has demonstrated that this is how he feels out of his own mouth. What do you mean no? I'm telling you he did this and you still shaking your head no.
I'm talking about this in-season tournament. That's all I'm talking about. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about anything else. So let's talk about this in-season tournament. I don't see this as a conversation piece that I'm better than Jordan for LeBron.
He tweeted it, Dennis, about this tournament. He tweeted it.
I don't see it.
How do you not see it when he tweet? Thank you, Lacey J. Laugh. Just like how do you not see it? How do you keep saying no to me? This is the second time you've done this now, 2 weeks. Where I've told you something factual and you say I don't see it. And I'm like, how do you not see it? I'm telling you this is what happened. We'll did it. What do you mean you find out? I'm telling you he did it.
We'll find out.
Who?
When he say it. He gonna say it. Because he has the sense. So he gonna say it.
Dennis, he said it already.
No. You said that he gonna use it as a conversation piece. The saying that he better than Jordan. I don't believe that he's gonna say that part in his conversation piece on his argument to be better than Jordan. That's what I'm saying no to.
Okay, Dennis. All right. The evidence is right there, but I mean, this is his MO. With everything that he does, he adds it on. But you think all of a sudden he gonna stop at this and not say this, not add this on. Everything that he does, he's added it on. Everything out of his own mouth and his damn wife, her mouth too. And you
Shout out
think
to Savannah.
all of a sudden,
Black Love. Shout out to Black Love.
all of a sudden he's just gonna stop. He's not gonna say this one. Okay, Dennis. Have it your way, ignorant thinker. Have it your way.
Yeah, that one. Just don't. He got
He
other
shouldn't-
things.
He shouldn't use it. That's true. He shouldn't, but that's what he gonna do. Just like everything else he does.
I actually do. Yes, you're right. He can say it. He has a show. He can say it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At least he just wanted. Yeah, he just wanted to be that way. It don't make it so. But that's okay, Dennis. Anyway, you asked me what I think about that thing. That's what I think. My Lakers. He has just used the Lakers like a toy. And it just bothers me. It bothers me.
Well, you're gonna do whatever they let you do. So
Well, Jeannie is
you
letting him do it. This is what I'm saying to you. She
Right.
did. Let me tell you. She did. I understand. She did all this to save the bottom line of the team. And I understand that. It is a business after all. And as long as it's making money, that's what she's concerned about. Yeah, she wants banners, but she needs to make sure that her father's legacy is protected and that it's profitable. I get it. And he sells tickets. He sells tickets just by being in the building. I get it. Being on the roster. I get it. But to sell that's like selling your soul to the devil right here.
$300,000 for season tickets.
I'm just saying to you what it is. I'm saying to you what it is. And it's going to be some years after he's gone of repair that they're going to have to do when he's gone.
That's cool.
It ain't cool.
That's cool. That's on the Lakers. They repaired.
I know it. It's cool to you. You're not a Lakers fan.
I'm just letting you know y'all have prepared before. This ain't the first time.
I didn't say it wasn't. I didn't say it was the first time. But I shouldn't be. That don't mean I should be happy about it. That it's happening again. No.
But this time y'all might get a three-peat out of it.
Three-peat of what?
Three-peat championship.
Of what?
After your rebuild.
Of a final championship?
Yes, I ain't that. You gonna stop that shit? Like you honor in-season championships. Come on, Sharon.
No,
we just had this conversation.
I don't. I had to make sure that's what you talking about. I
ain't say I honor in-season championships. I just said I like the way the in-season tournament is going.
Listen, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about when I say championship. I got to check on you. So I don't know what you talking about. So that's why I check to see what you talking about.
Okay. Three-peat of a final
championship. The Lakers ain't gonna have no three-peat as long as LeBron is there.
I said after the hold on. I said after the rebuild. I said all that. I said after the rebuild.
Oh, you mean after the rebuild? After he's gone, the rebuild.
Yes, you can't have a rebuild with LeBron around. So after the rebuild.
Well, after the rebuild, I hope you're right. But I just doubt it very seriously because it takes a legendary talent to spearhead a three-peat in any team.
It's coming.
That's why in the modern era, only two teams have done it.
Right. It's coming. Don't worry about this. Coming.
What's next?
Christmas is here, so I think we probably might ask this question, but I don't remember your answer. Is there a gift out there that you wanted that you couldn't get, or maybe that somebody could get you to surprise you?
Wait a minute, you gotta ask me that again because it sounds like you asked me two questions in one. My
Hey, it
brain
is.
confused.
It's kind of two questions because there's a gift out there that you wanted that you couldn't get, and
That I,
is there a gift out there that somebody could get you that you don't have?
you didn't tell me you were gonna ask me this. You know I'm not prepared.
Well, I answer mine first. I let you start. I answer mine first. All right. The
Okay.
gift out there that I want that I didn't buy myself is a Reggie White jersey. Eagles Reggie White jersey.
Oh, so that's the
I don't
one
care
that
if it's white.
you've always wanted, but you've never gotten, is what you're
No,
saying.
no, it's not the one I always want. Just one I want this year. I don't
Oh,
care if it's white or I don't care if it's green because I wasn't wearing jerseys for a while. I actually just got back into wearing jerseys, so I don't care if it's white or green, as long as it's a Reggie White Eagles jersey.
I was about to
Now
say,
something
now
that
does
I
it have to be Eagles? That's what I was. That was my next question.
no, it got to be Eagles. I ain't wearing no Green Bay Packers jersey.
I don't
I want
blame
no
you.
Carolina Panthers jersey.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. I wear Tennessee Volunteers if you find that one.
Nah.
I wear that
I
one.
think if I were to pick a team of for a Reggie White jersey, it would be the Eagles, and it would be the Eagles green.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a good pick.
It was the Eagles green. What was his number?
92.
I always want to say 95. It's 92. Okay.
92. Man.
And what was the other
Now,
part of your question?
is there a gift that you always wanted?
That
Something that you always wanted.
somebody could get you, but you never got it.
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
it?
that was, yeah, yeah.
So what's your answer to that one?
A gift that I always wanted, that's the one I don't have an answer for. Because I don't know something that I always wanted.
I don't either.
That's the only thing. I don't know something that I always want.
Well, I can answer the first one. Like you said, what I want now. What I want. How can I? You got to word that question for me again. I'm sorry.
Hey, what is it that you wanted? You know, the gift that you wanted this year.
But it was two parts to it. That something you said a gift that you want that something.
Yeah, that somebody could buy you this year.
Well, I will say if we talking jerseys, somebody could get me a Kobe Bryant jersey 8 or 24. I really want both. I can't pick between the two, so somebody could get me that a 8 and a 24. Yeah, I will accept it.
I think for I don't know. I probably just want to go to Vegas. That's something I always wanted to do. Let's go to Vegas.
Yeah, I want to go to Vegas, but I'm good if I don't.
No, I
I
ain't
want to
good.
go. I want to go to Miami. I told you, Miami is a place I have really always wanted to go at least
You
one
know
time.
something you did say that you don't like flying. You can actually take a train to Miami.
No. I do like flying. I don't like flying over oceans of water, large bodies of
I
water.
can't I can't guarantee you that you won't be over that water. So that's
Yeah, I
why I
know.
said take the train.
I found that out going flying to Tampa. Remember I
Yeah, that's why I
told you?
said take the train.
Yeah. But
Do you have
yeah.
to have a window seat?
I prefer actually to have a window seat. I love once we get up in the air. I love being in the window and looking at clouds, and I love it. I have no problem with it. I just don't want to be flying. Do you see me?
Yeah, I see.
Okay. Did it blink out for a minute?
It did.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure I'm not crazy. But anyway, yeah. I just don't want to be flying over big bodies of water. If it's
I
a
like the
lake,
aisle seat.
lake or river, okay.
I like the aisle seat because I gotta stick my leg out.
I'm
I
telling
like
you,
stuff like
Dennis,
too.
the way to fly is in comfort. Even if you don't get first class, get comfort class. Oh my gosh. When I tell you it makes a difference,
They don't have. Let me tell you, they don't have comfort class Spirit.
well, you
They
need to
got
stop
seat.
flying. You need to stop flying that bootleg airline. You need to fly Delta or somebody else.
They got flights for like $63.
I understand that. It's
Right.
worth it. It's worth the
Round
up.
trip,
I'm telling
$63.
you, it's worth it. It is. Shout out to
And you know
Sister
something,
Sheila.
Sharon? For all the people that say that they don't fly Spirit, that is the most packed fucking flight I've always been on. Okay, it's always packed. All these people tell me they don't fly Spirit.
Listen, for all those people who say they don't. There's probably 30 or 40 that do. That's why it's always packed.
That
You don't
thing
listen to them
always.
people that don't. I'm not flying Spirit. I don't fly. I don't fly often enough. First of all, I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not doing that. No. But
I
if I
feel you on that.
flew often, I might consider it. But I don't fly often. But Ocho Cinco. I should call him Chad because he don't go by that anymore. But
No,
Chad
they still
Johnson,
got Mucha.
he flies. He flies Spirit. He don't care.
All right, it'd be $83 round trip. He said, "I ain't mad at him. Get
Listen,
there,
I
sit
ain't
in a
going.
nice seat.
Mm-mm.
I usually sit in the aisle seat because I can stick my leg out. I'm comfortable. I fall right to sleep. You know me. I don't stay up on no flight. I go right to sleep.
Dennis, I'm telling you, the last trip I took with my sister, shout out to Sister Sheila, and we flew first comfort class on one leg and first class on the other. I'm telling you, ain't nothing like it. I do not want to fly anything less than comfort again ever. I'm a work like hell to get the money to make sure I don't have to. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's that much worth it. It's that much of a
What
difference.
airline was you on?
Delta.
Oh, okay. I flew United. They had some real. They give you a blanket and some headphones. Shout out to June. June had me on United. They give you blanket and
And
headphones.
headphone, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You don't get none of that on Spirit. Let me get that out the way. All right. You don't
Well,
get none of
no.
that.
And then I got liquor. Let me tell you, when they came to you to ask you what you want to drink, and I was able to order some bourbon, and they said, "What kind?" I'm like, "Wait a minute. Not only do I get to get bourbon, I can tell you what kind of bourbon." I
Yeah.
said, "You don't have Woodford Reserve, do you?" "Oh, yes, we do." I was done. I said, "I ain't never flying anything but this right here ever again."
All right.
I'm not. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I'm good.
And
I
she
fly
came and
Spirit.
she refilled my glass a few times. I'm telling you, Dennis, I was feeling pretty good by the time we landed. Oh my goodness, yes.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. So anyway, Christmas time. Which Christmas is
It's Christmas time in Hollis,
so
Queens.
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Right.
Thanksgiving. Christmas will be number 2. But what's your favorite Christmas song?
Um, Temptations.
Which one?
Silent Night, the extended version.
That's your favorite Christmas song.
Favorite Christmas song. Then it's Donny Hathaway this Christmas. Um, then it's Mariah Carey.
All I Want for
All I
Christmas.
Want for Christmas.
Mm-hmm. You do know that that's the number one most played Christmas song every year.
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey's. Yes.
She killed that joint. I
She
love
has
Mariah Carey.
She has the record every year.
I love Mariah Carey.
I love Mariah Carey too.
Now her voice, not because women always, you like the white girl. No. Just her voice. Just her voice. All right.
You didn't
So
have
when
to
I say I
explain
like
that.
Mariah Carey and Tina Marie, you like the white girls and all that. I don't like no damn white girl. I just like their voice.
You
They
didn't
got
have to
some good
explain
music.
all that to me, Dennis. I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
But seriously, that my favorite. Okay, if I have to just go with regular old Christmas carols, just Christmas carol. It don't matter who sing it. I'm just saying, what's your favorite Christmas song? You know, like Christmas carols, like traditional Christmas carols and all that stuff. Do you see me? Why did the sign?
I see you.
But why did the sign come up saying that I'm in on audio only? I don't know.
No, that was me. That wasn't you. That was me.
But anyway, as far as Christmas carols is concerned, I would say mine is "Oh Holy Night." That's my favorite Christmas carol. If you call that, I guess you call that a Christmas carol. Now, for popular music, I'd like to say it was Be the Temptations' Silent Night, but I'm not really sure if it is that. It's probably
Last year. That's kind of crazy because last year I probably told you that Mariah Carey was my favorite. But this year it seemed like it's the Temptations. But those three are in rotation. Temptations, Donny Hathaway, Mariah Carey. Those three are in rotation.
I love This Christmas. But do you know there is a Christmas song that most people like, that I know like, that I don't like? There's one that I actually don't like and don't want to hear. If it comes on, I turn it off.
What's that?
And this is going to shock you because the artist that sings it is one of my all-time favorite artists of all time. And this artist release the number one, the greatest album ever made to me.
Stevie Wonder.
Yes.
Stevie Wonder got a Christmas song?
Someday at Christmas.
Oh, I'll be forgetting that. Squeeze Stevie Wonder.
I cannot stand
You don't like Someday at Christmas?
No, it makes me cry. It's like a sad song to me.
It is like a sad song.
The melody is sad.
I can understand that. I can feel that.
It just makes it's kind of like I want to go outside in the rain. I hate that song. I can't stand it. I don't like that song. I don't like Stairway to Heaven by the OJs. I don't want to hear it.
Damn.
No. Mm-mm.
That's music, baby. Damn.
Now, I will tell you that Stairway to Heaven by the OJs, they kill that joint. They kill it. Okay? But for me, it just evokes sadness to me. And I don't want that. So no, I don't like to hear it. But that Someday at Christmas, it's just, the words, even what he's talking about, it's just
And they always, and you know something, if you watch a Christmas movie, right? Mm-hmm. They always play that song during the saddest part of the movie.
They'll put
They do. Now that you say that, because I didn't catch on. I was like, now I'm singing it and I'm thinking about the times that it was played. Like, I think it was The Best Man. I think it was played, and that's when she was waiting on her boyfriend to come back, and he didn't show up. That is crazy. I didn't really put all that together.
And it doesn't matter who sings Someday at Christmas. Now, the greatest performance of it is Stevie, but even if you hear some random person singing it, it doesn't matter. It just, I don't want to hear that song. I will turn the radio.
Now hold on. Now we gotta go back now. I want to go outside in the rain. But I ain't gonna lie to you. When I first heard that song, now listen, let me tell you about me, right? I first heard that song, right? I was just thinking about going outside in the rain and playing around. You know what I mean?
No,
At the time I heard, I'm a kid, so you don't really understand the words of the song until later.
I was old enough to understand what they were talking about,
I wasn't.
and it
And
made me
once I
sad.
got older and I kept listening to it, like, I want to go
And
outside,
in that music, oh, I
right
can't
in the
stand it.
rain.
That
I
guitar
may
comes
sound
in.
crazy.
Oh no, no, I want to go
Man, just like
outside. Uh-uh.
what's the other rain song that um no, it's by the Temptations. I wish it would rain.
Oh, that's sad too.
Yeah, because
That
his
is
girlfriend broke
sad
up with him.
too. I'm just, ugh.
Yeah, his
I can't,
girlfriend broke up
I
with him.
can't
That's
listen.
David Ruffin singing that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't listen
So too
to
badly. I
I
wanna
can't listen.
go
Let me tell
outside.
you, I can't listen to "Dance with My Father" by Luther Vandross.
A
I would
lot of people
literally,
can't listen to that.
I would literally run out the club if they play that in the club. I actually did it. So this is how I know about me. Soon as it comes on, I had to run. I ran outside across the street and got my car, and I was bawling. It took me about good 30 minutes to an hour to come back in. I cannot listen to that song. It's just too emotional for me. I can barely get through talking about it. So let's not talk about that anymore. But anyway, yeah, I don't. Someday at Christmas, not my song. Don't want to hear it.
What about that one with the OJ's when that I think that's the saddest love song I ever heard in my life too with the OJ's. Because
What?
you
Stairway
got
to
Eddie
Heaven?
coming in. No, 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 the other one. And he be like, you know something, baby, we can't go on like this. That should be
Let's just
sad.
kiss and say goodbye.
Last night, me and my we cried together. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, I don't like that one either.
Yeah, that's sad as hell.
Yeah. I don't like that either. But my favorite Christmas song, I don't think I answered it. I think my favorite Christmas performance, like of a popular artist, is not the Temptations, Silent Night. I think it's probably Whitney Houston. Go Tell It on the Mountain. She kills it.
Okay, I don't think I've seen that.
She kills it. It's not something that's played a lot, but she was just perfect when she sings it. And anything she sings from The Preacher's Wife, anything in that movie, that's it.
Okay.
She's my favorite. She's one of my favorite female. I think next to Aretha, she's it for me.
What you call my song? Michael Jackson and Jackson 5. They saw Mama kissing Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Remember, even
I told you,
TLC.
I told Sweet Love, shout out to Sweet Love, TMA, that my favorite Christmas album is the Jackson 5 Christmas album. It still is.
Yeah.
Still, that's my all-time favorite Christmas album, period.
And TLC did a Christmas song.
It was all right.
I like this. It was
It was
better
all
than
right.
Destiny Child. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. I'm like this with it. It's either one. About the same to me. But anyway, do you have a favorite Christmas carol? Like traditional Christmas songs? Mine is Oh Holy Night. What's yours?
Probably Noel.
First Noel?
Yeah, I think it's Noel.
What about the little drummer boy?
That's cool.
I always love a little drummer boy, man.
All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth.
That ain't no real song. It's a song.
That ain't no real song. Oh, you go.
What's up,
Don't
June?
discredit it. That ain't no real song.
Glad to see June in the building. What's up, Willa Bombard? Rashawn, Lacey J, JC.
That's
Johnny
crazy. I'm trying to think of what's another Christmas carol. Yeah, Holy
Silent,
Night was cool.
Oh Holy Night, Silent Night, Go Tell on the Mountain. Hark the Herald Angels Sing. I love that. God rest ye, God rest ye, merry gentlemen.
Man, that's about all I got.
First Noel.
The Nutcracker, chestnuts roasted.
That's not the Nutcracker. That's the Christmas song. Nat King Cole.
Nuts.
So, okay, so this Christmas.
I got kicked out of class for singing that like that.
Are you serious?
Nuts, because I just kept saying nuts real loud. Chestnuts roasted.
You one of them obnoxious students, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
Mr. Holmes, get out. Get out.
Trouble. Hey, listen. This Christmas, Donny Hathaway. Did you like the Chris Brown version?
No.
Why? I loved it. I thought he did a fantastic job.
Man, I ain't like it.
Why?
I just didn't like it.
Oh.
I guess I'm certain things I'm a fan of the original. Certain things I like the remake.
I thought he did a great job.
When it comes to originals and remakes, it all depends. Like Stevie Wonder got a song called Lately, right? I think Casey and JoJo kills it.
They killed it.
I think they killed it. I
did.
like their remake on it.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Better than the original.
Well, I don't know about better, but I do like it.
But I'm just telling you, that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, so Christmas. Is there anything special that you're going to do for Christmas this year that you haven't done in the past? Anything new?
Nah. Maybe one year. If let's just say if some woman out there twists my arm good enough and I end up having another child, I would probably put up a tree and decorate real crazy for Christmas.
Why don't you do that now?
Nah, hell no. The kids.
Why?
Daughter 15. Don't need to do all that.
Oh, she's too old? She aged out?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Dennis. That's wrong.
I don't even wrap presents. I don't even wrap presents on.
That's crazy. I
give out cash.
I'll put them in a gift bag. That's wrapping, so to speak.
I give out cash.
Well, I prefer a gift, but I'll take the cash. I will take the cash.
Okay, cash money.
What's next? Is that our last subject for the day?
I think that is our last subject for today. But yeah, cash money. I don't think no girl gonna twist my arm good enough, so I ain't put up all the decoration.
I think that if you have a child, it's not gonna be because she twisted your arm. It's because you want to have a child.
No, she twisted my arm.
No, then you're not gonna have one. And nobody gonna twist your arm to have a child. Not you. No. Exactly. Your stubborn ass. No. No. That's not happening.
I'm glad you know.
Yes, I do. That's not happening. No. So if anybody, I just want y'all to understand, y'all heard it here first. If Dennis pops up with a child, it's because he wanted a child. I just want to make that clear. Don't let him tell you some girl twisted his arm. It's not happening.
She put something in my drink.
No, not happening. No.
I'm not doing all that. You gotta go get a live tree. Now you got to put water.
You don't have to get a live tree. That's you saying that. I have never bought a live tree in my whole life.
I put a live tree a couple times.
Never, and don't want to, and do not intend to ever buy one. I have no.
Then you got to. It's crazy because when you get the tree in the house, it's cool. Taking the tree back out the house, child.
And that's what everybody says, which is why I refuse to get one. I'm not. Well, I put myself through that. It's just like the fake tree. I love putting it up. I hate taking it down. I know good and well I'm gonna hate dragging this real tree out of here with all them pine needles and all that.
Here's the even crazier part, though, Sharon. If you don't live in the suburbs, right?
Yeah.
You don't live in I'm sorry. If you don't live in a community that actually gives you a list that shows you, hey, we pick up trees on this day. So if you don't have your tree out there that day, we're not taking your live tree. They will find you in the regular neighborhoods for having your tree out there on trash day.
I know.
Because the trash people ain't taking your tree. No, we took 6 trees already.
I know. If you miss the date, you got to take it to the dump yourself, or else you're going to pay a fine. Yeah, I know. Guess who don't have to do that? Ever.
Guess who else? Guess who else? Before, I had to find a dump. Like you just be riding around looking for a dumpster to dump it in. You know what I mean? Like I had to start getting strategic and start looking for dumpsters in October.
Listen, you can't do that no more. You can't do that no more because everybody want to put cameras at their dumpsters now.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right.
Keep the non-residents from dumping in there. See? So you better find out where your city or county dump is and take it there between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. That's it.
I'm glad you said that, Sharon. I would have been advising people, hey, man, take it to that dump on such and such.
You better take it. Do the right thing. Integrity. Do the right thing, even when nobody's looking. Do the right thing. That's what.
Well, that was into that. That was into that. You got to put you got to take all that. And respectfully, you're supposed to take all that stuff down by Martin Luther King's birthday, right? That's respectfully. Okay.
I'm sorry. My Christmas tree is down before New Year's Eve. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it always and now everybody you know does that?
No, I don't know what other people do. I just know in our household we would take it down for New Year's Eve. I mean New Year's Day. New Year's Day. That'd be part of our activities for New Year's Day is taking down the tree. That tree was down way before Martin Luther King Day.
They was too drunk on New Year's Day. We wasn't taking down no tree.
Well, see, I didn't do that. I stayed home.
You barely get somebody to wake up New Year's Day.
Yeah, see, I stay home. I used to stay home at New Year's Eve. I never used to go out, and I didn't drink.
They didn't go out. They was in the house with us.
That's what I just said. I didn't drink. I didn't drink. I watched Dick Clark all night, watch the ball drop, sing Auld Lang Syne, and take my tail to bed. That's it.
No.
Next day, on New Year's Day, the tree, all that mess going down. Forget it.
It'd be 4 a.m. You go upstairs to go get something to drink. Somebody got to advise you to watch what cup you drink out of. Because it may be some liquor.
Do you drink eggnog?
Yeah, I drink eggnog. I gotta watch it now. Eggnog do a beatbox on your stomach nowadays. You gotta watch it. You drink eggnog.
That must be you. That don't happen to me.
I said the same thing to my coworker. I said the same thing to her. She was like, "Oh yeah, eggnog gonna have you farting and doing a beatbox in your stomach." I said, "That don't happen to me." Man, this had to be about a month ago. I drank some eggnog. Stomach was like, what the fuck? Like,
no, that doesn't happen to me. I'm glad it hasn't, knock on wood, because I love some eggnogs. Put some bourbon in it. Ooh, Lord.
Yeah, I gotta pour my own bourbon in it though. I don't like the one that comes with bourbon in it. I gotta pour my own bourbon. Oh shoot!
Wait a minute, honey. You must not have had the right brand.
I think I did. I ain't had the right brand.
Somebody gave me a bottle last year of this eggnog.
You should have took a picture of it.
Liquor already in it. I mean, that was off the chain, man. I tell you. And thanks for reminding me, because I need to get me some. Man. I'm gonna have to go get it today.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, because it ain't gonna be open
tomorrow.
Nothing gonna be. The liquor place not open on Sundays here in North Carolina.
We only got a couple stores open on Sunday. We ain't got a lot. We only got a couple. They just started the liquor stores open on Sunday. I want to say about 8 years ago.
What's the name of that?
That's a damn shame. I know that offhand. I'm an alcoholic. Yeah, that's a damn shame. I know that offhand. But yeah, about 8 years ago. But anyway, you know what? We're gonna have to end this show. Thank y'all for coming out with us today.
Wait a
We
minute.
had such a
It's
go ahead.
Evan Williams eggnog with the liquor
Then
in
you
it.
gotta take a screenshot it.
Yeah, I will. But you gotta get that, man. I'm telling you, it's the best eggnog I have ever tasted. Mm-mm. Ain't nothing like it. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna see what it's hitting for. Like I said, thank y'all for coming out tonight. You got any final words, Challenger?
My final words is if you are a Christian and you celebrate Christmas, please remember that Jesus is the reason for the season. Be culturally aware of people's different affiliations. Everybody's not a Christian. People can be Jewish, they can be Muslim, they can be Hindu, they can be whatever they are. And let people, celebrate the way they want to celebrate without judgment. I'm a Christian. I believe in God and Jesus. I believe Jesus, Son of God. That's what I believe. And so I try to remember. Well, I don't try. I remember that Jesus is the reason for the season. It's not just about the gift giving. And just also be mindful that there are people who are hurting this holiday because they're missing their loved ones. I'm one of those people. So check on people. Just check on people. Care about your fellow man and woman and children out here. That's all. Do you have any final words, Dennis?
Happy holidays to everybody. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. That's one thing I want to make sure y'all tune in each and every Saturday morning.
The Side Jawn.